Okay, here we are. Hello,
Woohoo.
Anne.
Hi. Hello there, everyone.
Yeah, I'm very excited to welcome Anne. We're going to do just a little chat about what we've got coming up in about 3 weeks, I believe, about 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, yeah.
So Anne's coming to see us, and we're going to do an event on the CM17 on Thursday, May 9th and Friday, May 10th, and then all about the apps on May 11th. So Anne's going to tell us what we're going to do.
All right. So for the CM17 event, this is an experience for you to come and see the machine firsthand, get hands-on. We're going to touch it. We're going to play with the screens. I'm going to tell you about how you use the software with it that comes with it, the Artistic Digitizer Junior. We're going to play a little bit with apps and talk about apps, but you're going to be doing the work. I'm going to do the talking, and you guys are going to be playing with the machine and touching and doing all that part of it. And I think it's set up with everyone. We're not sharing machines, Linda. I don't
We
can't
are
remember.
not. We are
We are.
not sharing machines.
Yep.
Everybody
So you
has
get your own baby. Let's see if I go this way. You get your own one to sit in front of,
Mhm.
and it's really gonna be fun. We're gonna be doing couching, and I don't know if any of you have done couching. We're gonna do some couching. We're gonna learn how to resize our designs in the machine, and I'll talk about that in other ways as well. We're gonna do a bit of applique. We're going to do AccuSketch. I don't know if anybody's tried the AccuSketch app, but I'm going to show you that. And we're going to create a design, stitch a design with AccuSketch. And we're going to use, I think we're going to use AccuSetter in there. I can't remember. I know I'm going to show it and everybody can try it. So we're going to play a little bit with that if you haven't played with any of those apps. We'll do some embroidery in the hoop. We're going to do some of our new large designs. We have a ruler work design that we're going to do in the hoop. And then we're going to do a quilting design with AccuFill quilting. And then at the end, there's like 4 blocks that you're making. We're going to make a little label using the microfont and some special thread and needles for that. So it's very well-rounded. There's a lot of things we'll be doing. Everybody gets to touch and feel. And that's the part I really like. I like when people can, I don't want to just talk. I talk all the time. And it's going to be really fun having all of you sitting there, trying the machine, touching the buttons. And I don't mind. You can explore and touch other things. Doesn't bother me. I know how to get you right back to where you're going. So, right, Linda, there's no way to get,
That's right.
lost on that part, right?
That's right. And we'll have some good helpers there too to help everybody.
Yeah. And you mentioned, I know there's going to be probably some little giveaways. So you can, that'll be kind of fun. And
pretty big giveaways, actually. Some big giveaways for attending that everybody can be in the drawing for.
Okay.
And I won't tell you what it is yet, but they're coming. We'll probably mention it on our live on Thursday, which is tomorrow.
Okay. Ooh, cool. I know we're so close to the event. I'm really excited because I've been waiting, and then I was away last week, and then I was like, oh, it's coming right up. It's going to be really, it comes up fast. It comes up fast. The other thing is you mentioned the apps class.
Yeah.
So one thing I really love, I love all our apps, and we have apps for our CM17. We have some for the 15,000 and the S9. Those kind of are combined. They go together. Some overlap with all 3 machines. Then we have our, AccuSpark and AccuAssist. Those are machine-oriented, machine-oriented apps. We have one for the M8 and M7. So, that's a little bit part of it. So maybe our users are coming for the bigger apps like AccuSetter and AccuSketch. And then the new embroidery link with our CM17, which is very much like we had AccuDesign. You remember AccuDesign? You probably still have it. I still use it. Yep. But they took some of that and put it all in for embroidery link. And it's so much fun because you can put your AccuSketch into embroidery link and play a little bit with that. So I'm one of those that likes to get all my tools and ducks in a row and play with them all at once. Like the more I can put in there, the more fun I'm going to have. So I always try to pile one on top of another and things like that. And I'll probably talk a little bit about, I don't know, have you done anything with AccuStitch in your store? And that's
you should do that. Then I'll watch it and then maybe I'll do stuff.
Yeah, because I'll talk a little bit about that. I just did AccuStitch last week. I did Stitch Composer and AccuStitch together. So I created my own stitch, and then I took it into AccuStitch and made a little, I'll show you my little design.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty.
So this is what I made. I made my own little fringe.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
With a decorative stitch.
Yeah. So you decorative stitch in your embroidery machine. That's how that
yeah.
works.
That's how, AccuStitch takes your decorative stitches. They have a set of them that they use, or you can create one in Stitch Composer. That's what I did. I created this fringy one in Stitch Composer, and then I brought it into AccuStitch. And then they have a circle, and they have different shapes that you can use. And then I made my little fringy circle-y design. And then this is just the one from the machine. The one in the center is the one from the machine. But yeah,
doesn't that come packaged with a lot of 550s, I believe?
I think the AccuStitch is coming with the 550E. Right. And that is a software, but it's purchasable for other machines. Yes. So
and it's not that money. And some of the apps are free. A lot of the apps are
all the apps are free except for AccuDesign. That's the only one that's purchasable. All the other ones that we use are all free. Some of them are for iPad and Android now, or iPhone and your regular Google Android phones.
Yeah.
There are some apps that don't go on the phone because there's too much in them. It's too little on your phone. Some of us have giant phones, but the size of it's just too hard to use. Like AccuSetter, it would be too hard to do AccuSetter with my phone. Much easier with an iPad on that.
That's my favorite app, the AccuSetter.
I know. Did you know? I don't know if I did a video on it the other week. I did something for dealers last year, and my manager didn't realize that you could do this in AccuSetter. And if you build your design on the screen of AccuSetter, like say you bring in a flower, and then I could actually maybe I send something over from from Artistic Digitizer. So I have a design, but I want to add that cute little mushroom that's in the machine. So I go and get it and I bring it into my design. My design from Artistic Digitizer is, I can't take it apart. I can't move anything, but that other design, I can move it all around. When I take all of that into AccuSetter, those two pieces stay separate.
Oh,
so I can move. Yeah. So if you had something like, if you brought in a design and then you wanted to use the built-in lettering to curve something, and then you wanted to add, every piece that you add on your edit screen is individual in AccuSetter.
I did not know that.
I know. I found that out by, I know, it's like, when I found that out, I was like, oh my gosh, I can move these around. Yeah. I just wish we could, once we get them there, if we don't like them, we could delete them. But I guess you could just delete it when you go back to your machine. But it's just so cool. You can make them a little bit bigger or a little smaller, just like in the machine, it's just the scrunching of stitches and stretching out. But the fact that I can move them around when they're...
And put it exactly where you want it to go on your garment. Or
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that to me is like so much fun of getting things, aligned just where you want them. If you hoop something crooked, like me, I can never quite, if I'm trying to get something in there, it's never quite where I want it. Now I could just bring it in. I can, skew my design. So AccuSetter, you're right. I think that is one of my favorites. And I do love AccuSketch. I've done a lot of things with AccuSketch as well. I'm not a great artist, so my stuff is sort of kid-like. But like Miriam does, she's an artist and can do beautiful things. Me, I'm like, okay, I'm going to draw a flower, and then,
little stick person.
Stick people. I did a whole quilt with AccuSketch one time, quilting it. And I brought in different coloring book things for kids. I had like an alphabet quilt. In fact, I don't have those quilts because I gave them to my nieces who are their teachers. So I thought, okay, I'll give it to them. And then, I hate giving it away. And then I'm like, it's my best sample.
Yeah.
But I took those designs in and I just, drew them in AccuSketch, sent them to the machine, hooped my thing, stitched it. While it's stitching, I brought the next design up and drew it. And then when that one was done, I sent the other one over, moved everything over, and put the next one. So I just put all these designs all over it, just drawing, and it's fun.
Great tools Janome gave us.
They are. And I think once people see, sometimes like they don't realize what they have. Right. These are free. and they
Right.
don't realize what they can do in there. Even in the embroidery link, there's some really cool things you can do in there as well. So,
Yeah.
there's a lot of exploring you can do with them.
I'm
I always like to push
excited.
them to the very edge,
Yeah.
on there. So,
Well,
yeah.
thank you for telling us what's going to happen, Anne. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're
And
welcome.
we're excited. We got lots of people signed up. We have just a few seats left. So
Ooh, okay.
yeah, a few, and we've got just 3 weeks. So I hope we get. I'm sure we'll get a full class for you.
Mhm. And if they have questions on apps, get your list
Yep.
going. I'll probably answer all of them before you ask them, but start thinking about it, start looking them up, go to the App Store, the Play Store, and download them so you have them ready so that you can, play with them a little bit before you get there so you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about them. So I'm excited. So
All
yeah.
right. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'll see y'all in a little bit.
All righty.
Bye.
Bye.